Hey everyone, Gene Ginsburg here. What is happening? Happy Monday. It is an awesome day. I'm very excited to be here today chatting all about video. We're going to talk about all about social video this week. And that's a big topic. There's a lot of things to talk about, and I'm just going to share a couple of things today, and we'll talk more during this week. And of course, if you have any questions about social video, please feel free to ask questions now during the Facebook Live. Or also, we have the Tech Thursdays, which is every Thursday. We do questions, Q&A on tech, anything related to digital marketing and social media. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us now, ask me now, or of course you can always ask during the Tech Thursdays. So Tech Thursdays, bring your tech questions. But going back to social media video and social video. So what's social video? So you have probably seen the last several years, probably the last 5 years, video just blowing up on social media. So Instagram started off as an image platform and now has video, IGTV. You can post short videos to your feed. I think anything under a minute long. So video, very big, of course, on Instagram. Facebook, same thing, started off as a social media platform, mostly with images and copy, but now has exploded when it comes to video. If you go to your Facebook app, there's even like a video button, like a video tab that you can go to that's all about videos. So huge, of course, now on Facebook. YouTube has been around since, 2006? So video has been around there for a very long time. TikTok, right? All video. So the whole platform is just video, under a minute long. So just kind of taking a step back on where we are now, huge when it comes to video. So the question is, are you getting the exposure? And I wanted to do a little pun, right? Like video exposure, right? Are you getting the exposure on video? So are you using social video? So are you and your brand, or whether it's your personal brand or your company brand, getting out there and getting exposure for your brand on video? So let's talk a little bit about video, right? What does that look like for you and your brand? Now, of course, exploding on social media, so we have to be using video, and there's a few different ways on how you can use video. Well, first is you can go live. You can go live like this any day of the week, any time of the day, 24/7. You can just flip on your computer, flip on your camera. You can use, of course, a computer or your phone and just go live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. You can go, TikTok, you might have to have a certain number of followers, but most platforms you can go live, whether it's on your personal profile, your business profile on Facebook, you can go live. So that is probably the easiest way of doing it, but also the one that I see where entrepreneurs get tripped up the most. And that's probably because, there a lot of times I understand that you can be feeling a little bit off when you're doing video. And so I probably would start with recorded video first, but Facebook Lives or Lives, probably the easiest way to actually get into video, but maybe a little bit of a hump for individuals who maybe are not familiar with, or maybe not used to video. The other, of course, way you can do it is just record a video and then post it to your social media. Now, the easiest way to do that would just be using your phone right here. Use your phone and record a very simple video. Most smartphones now are equipped with very robust cameras, video cameras, so you don't even need any special equipment or any high-end cameras to do that. All you have to do is just use your phone to get started on video. Probably the most easy way, in the sense of like, how do you get smoothly into video and start doing that? That is probably the most comfortable way, I guess. Not the easiest, but the most comfortable way for anybody who is not familiar with video or has not used video, is to just start recording. Now, easiest thing is like this, face the camera, you talk about a topic, right? Just whatever topic. Right now we're talking about, social video, right? So that's probably the easiest thing. Now, if you can do it all in one take, that saves you a little bit of time on editing. But I would also very highly recommend either learning how to edit or getting a professional or maybe someone in Upwork or Fiverr to edit your videos, because not everybody can do it in one take. And so, you might have to cut your videos into pieces so that way you can kind of push them all together during the takes. So video editing is not that challenging. It's pretty straightforward. There's platforms out there that actually do it. For example, I use Wondershare Filmora to do it. You can actually do it, I think, directly on your Instagram now. Also on TikTok, there's apps like Cut Story that allow you to do that and like make it into 1 minute pieces, 1 minute videos. So there's definitely platforms and software out there that make it pretty easy. I'm sure there's probably software online, like online software that, like for example, Wondershare Filmora, I actually downloaded to my computer, so it's more of like a computer software, but you can probably find stuff online. So that way you can cut your, if you have a take and it's not what you wanted, you can cut that piece out and just like scrunch your video together, so that way it's one video. So that's probably the most comfortable way, is just start recording, getting more comfortable with the camera. Couple pieces of advice when it comes to video is your lighting and your audio. So lighting, I know my lighting is probably not the best right now. So I usually use a ring light. It looks something like this. Something like this. There we go. A ring light, and it has a tripod. So this is probably, the easiest way to get started. It's only like 35 bucks on Amazon, so I would invest in that. And then a microphone. So I use a lavalier mic, something that like just holds onto your shirt, clips onto your shirt. You can also use a podcasting mic. I mean, right now I'm not actually using a microphone. I'm just talking into my computer, so that your computer mic is probably fine as well. So I would just make sure that your audio, I'd say audio is probably number one, just because if you have crappy audio, then your audiences are probably not going to listen to your video. But if if your lighting is not that great, it's not, the end of the world. But audio is definitely key to make sure that you have good audio, whether it's just your computer or some sort of microphone. I would recommend a microphone. I don't always use it myself, so I guess I'm guilty of that too. So those, I would say, are the things to keep in mind when you're starting to record your videos. And a lot of times I hear from entrepreneurs who are starting this, it's like they're not perfect, and so they a lot of times stop doing video. And I would highly recommend just pushing through that. I know that it's challenging and it can be annoying, and believe me, when I started video, I sucked at it big time. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will find my first video that I've done 4 years ago when I started doing videos, and it was pretty crappy, I have to say. So no shame in any of this. We all start and we're all crappy. Unless you have like experience with public speaking or being on camera, I'm going to tell you that most of the time your videos in the beginning are going to be crappy. But in order to get to the good videos, you have to do like the first 50, the first 100 videos in order to get to the good part, right? Unfortunately, again, like unless you have experience with public speaking or video, it's going to take some time to get to that point. So I would say that's probably the best way to get started. Use your phone, good lighting, good audio, and then if you are comfortable, it took me a while to get to doing lives, because in the beginning I was, I didn't feel confident, I didn't feel positive. I also was like, oh man, these videos are crappy. So it took me a little bit of time to get to the point where I was doing Facebook Lives or doing lives. So definitely, might take you a little bit of time to get to that point, but start recording videos, start getting comfortable with the camera, start, doing your lines. And not a lot of times, but sometimes I use a teleprompter, not for the Facebook Lives, like not like this, because I'm kind of just doing it off the cuff. But if I'm doing like a more refined video where it's like for marketing or something like that, I use a teleprompter sometimes, and there's actually apps that record your video while you are speaking, and then actually is a teleprompter that just runs the lines. So think about doing that, and that might be a good way also to get started. Like you write out your copy, you upload it to your teleprompter app, and then you can just read it. And that might be a good way to just get comfortable in being in front of the camera. So that is the first step in social video. We're going to talk a lot about stuff this week. We're going to talk about lives. We're going to talk about the best lengths of time and the best length videos. And believe me, I've gotten this question all the time. So we're going to talk about what's the length of the video that you should create, right? So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me comments. I am here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I had to think about that. It's like, it's noon right now where I'm at, but in Denver, but 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys join me, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest